Hi, you clicked on this video to get up to speed on what Devin AI is and you want to understand what the buzz about it has been. So let's dive right into it. Devin is an AI tool that can do much more complex tasks end to end. For software engineers, they can relate to this. For my non-technical audience, I would provide enough context as I can. So this tool is majorly focused on engineering tasks, like the header says, introducing Devin the first AI software engineer. So it's much focused on completing engineering tasks end to end and with little to no assistance. That's like the core of what Devin does. Some of the capabilities, I'll be highlighting some of the capabilities or some of the features. You don't have to necessarily watch the videos, but I'll tell you what I noticed. So in all the videos, one thing that is quite common there is they highlighted how Devin was able to set up whatever project which you want Devin to do, whatever project you want it to work on, how it was able to successfully set it up locally. And in each of the demos, they all indicated that Devin ran into issues. They highlighted that Devin ran into issues and it automatically was able to solve those issues having to do with dependencies or bugs or whatever. So Devin was able to sort of, when it runs into issues, it acknowledges the fact that, yeah, there's an issue and it fixes that on its own. That's quite amazing. That's interesting. Across the video, the complexity of the repositories for people that are not software engineers, GitHub is just where this engineers sort of put their code and where they can allow everybody have access to their code. So across the demos, the complexity of the repos or repository sort of increases little by little. They started out with this, and they also use this type of repo which is slightly a little bit more complex than this one. And it was quite interesting to see how Devin was able to clone this, get it to run locally, and fix some issues across this. So that in itself is also quite interesting to watch. And I would say this is a nice tool. I'm not going to dispute that. And the fact that with little prompts, you can give it something and it can go ahead to do stuff end to end with little to no assistance is something phenomenal right now. So looking at the performance, how it's performed in comparison to other models, they are claiming that this is what it scored. It had 13.86%, which is quite high, to be honest, compared to other models. So that's like quick gap. What is the SWE bench? Is more like a research tool where we rate the performance of model. So there are a total of 2,294, and based on how many you complete, a percentage will be calculated of that. And from the looks of it, Devin did 13.86%, which is quite a good chunk of tasks completed. That's it about Devin's performance. The other thing is, for usage, this is not generally available to the public right now. So it's available like on a kind of waitlist basis. I don't know if they have anything on whether they will be making it available to the public or not. This is about cognition. This is some of their founding details. Hire Devin. So if you really want to use Devin, you go out, fill a form. This is the link to the form here. So you go out, you fill the form, you put in your details, and you get that. Just my few thoughts about Devin is it's a great tool and there's room for much improvement. I just see it as an higher form of abstraction, meaning just the way programming language evolved and things evolved. So this is more like a tool to assist devs. So rather than developers just actively pouring out code, in a way they sort of are in a coordinated role, meaning they are guiding the AI in itself. That's if this gets widely accepted. And there are different nuances to this. There are different variations, different companies, different application and different style to how things get used. So regarding the general fear of whether it will be replacing devs or not, I really do not see it that way as a form of dev replacement. I see it as a tool to assist developers, and a lot of low-hanging tasks, low-hanging fruits like manual repetitive tasks. Yeah, this is a great tool that can help solve that. Although Copilot and different other tools are helping, but the ability for this to have very little to no assistance is also quite interesting. I'm excited to see how this improves and how this gets accepted, or if it gets widely accepted into different companies, say from small companies to big companies. But overall, it's a great start, and kudos to the team. There are also lots of improvement. Comment your thoughts about this tool and where you see this going. If you find this type of content interesting, do subscribe to the channel. Bye.